Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Man Among Men. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tony. I am your host, and we sure appreciate you, man, checking the channel out. Come hang out with us. What we're doing here, we're building a man's manual, putting a man's manual together, things that we have noticed over the years about how we do and how we act and how we carry ourselves as men. Today, we're going to talk about 5 things that you can expect when you come in contact with a man among men. When you come in contact with a man who's about his business, a man who's a man's man, a man who know where he's going, know what he's doing, a man who knows where he's going and know what he's going to accomplish. We're going to talk about 5 things that you sure enough going to encounter when you come in contact with a man among men. Now, the channel is Man Among Men, and if what we're talking about resonates with you, man, subscribe to the channel, tune in with me. Come on, help me grow this channel, and let's put together this manual to show our sons and our grandsons how us as men did it this time in this generation right here. Okay, so I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get into it. Number one, if you're out and about and you come into contact with a real man among men, one of the first things you're going to notice is you're going to get a firm handshake. When you come in contact with a man among men, we have been taught and men understand that you can tell a lot about a man by the handshake that he gives you. Man, you need to learn how to shake hands like a real man. You need to learn how to shake hands like a man. You grab my man's hand and you give a nice, firm handshake. Now, I didn't make the rules up, okay? So I didn't make the rules up. This is just the way it is. Most of us men go by it. When you see 2 men who meet each other, what they do is they shake hands. Now you don't want to be overbearing and try to squeeze somebody's hands to death, because what that means is you overcompensating, man. You ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody, but you just want to be confident in who you are. When a man gives you a nice firm handshake, it tells you that man is confident in who he is. He's self-assured. He's confident about himself. You know what I'm saying? It's a man you can deal with. He's not giving you a weak handshake where he's unsure about himself. He's not confident. He don't really know what he's doing. He don't really think he belongs. So he come in and give you one of them little weak handshakes. No, man. You reach out, you grab a man's hand, and you shake his hand like a man's supposed to shake his hand. Nice, firm handshake. When you come into contact with a man among men, that's what you're going to get, a nice, firm handshake. Number 2, the second thing that you can expect when you come into contact with a man among men, you're going to get direct eye contact. See, a man among men, he's sure about himself. He's confident. He knows what he brings to the table. And so when he's talking to you, he's going to look you directly in your eyes and he's going to give you good eye contact. Now, I'm not talking about it's going to be weird. We don't want to do no weird stuff. You don't want to just stare people down, stare you down. No, we ain't talking about that, nothing like that. But, you don't want to have those evasive eyes, them darting eyes. When you meet somebody and they can't keep eye contact with you and you trying to talk to them and they keep looking off and they looking all over here and they look and they won't look you in the eye, a lot of times what you come to find out is people who do that are not truthful. Okay? They're evasive. They have something to hide and they can't look you in your eyes when they talk to you. So any man who's confident about himself, he's going to look you in your eye when he talks to you. And so if you find somebody and you're talking to somebody and he can't keep eye contact, I'm not saying that if he don't, the whole time you're talking, he don't keep eye contact, he look away. No, that's perfectly normal. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying if you're talking to a guy and he just never can look you in your eye, and every time you look in the eye, he look away and he keep looking away and he refuses to look you in the eye when he talks to you, especially when he's committing to something. If you got a guy and he's committing to something with you, say he's saying he's going to do this thing for you, or he's going to be a certain place, or you can count on me to do this thing, and he won't look you in your eye when he's telling you this, when he's confirming the deal, he will not look you in your eye, you better beware. You better be on the lookout. Now, that ain't 100%. Maybe that's just his nature. Maybe that's just his makeup, you know? And so you got to know a man's makeup. You got to know a man's nature. You got to know how a man conducts himself. And I mean, if that's the way he is all the time and you've been knowing him for a while, then okay. I mean, ain't nothing you could do about that. But, you know, if you know him, if you've known him for a while and you have known him to keep eye contact, and now all of a sudden he's very evasive and won't look you in the eye, something is wrong. So whenever you meet a man among men, you come into contact with a man among men, you're going to get eye contact. The third thing you can expect when you see a man among men or you meet a man among men is an erect posture. See, when you see a man among men who walks into a room, he's not going to walk in there slouched over. No, man, he's going to walk in shoulders back, head up, chin up. He walks in with confidence because he is confident in himself. He's not arrogant. It ain't about arrogance. It's about confidence. He know what he brings to the table. He know what he brings to this world. He know what he's doing in this world. He know what his purpose is. He know who he is. He know who he belongs to. He know who he serves. And so therefore, this man is confident in the ground that he walks on. So when he walks inside of a room, he stands straight up. He stands erect. When you talk to him, he's going to be standing straight up. You won't see none of this slouching over stuff like this and bending down and kowtowing down to people. And when somebody walk up to him, you know, and I'm going to tell you, man, that's one of the most, that thing there, it's, I don't know even know what to say or how to call it. When you meet a guy and a guy he bows down and he won't look you in the eye and he slouches over. You know, when you sit down in the chair, you're slouched over. Man, sit straight up, man. Be a man, dude. Stand up. Stand straight up. Erect your spine, man. Stick your chest out. Dude, you know, hold your chin up. You know, that's what we do as men. Stop slouching, you know. Walk in a room like you own the room. You don't have to own the room, but you can have the confidence and the air about yourself that you're so confident that you can walk in there just like you own the room, you know? And once again, guys, let me tell you something. It's not about arrogance. It's not about some guy who's arrogant. You can tell the difference in a man who's arrogant and a man who's confident in who he is. You just got to show a certain confidence about yourself. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been to the bank or to the mall or, you know, you went to some place where you go and shop at and then you seen a guy who walks in and you said to yourself, or it could be a lady. You could see a guy or a lady who walked in the bank and you said to yourself, you know what? That dude right there, that lady right there, I bet you they run this place. They in control. You know, either they own the whole joint, the whole outfit, or they high up in management. And why would you say that? Because of the way they walked in. You can be inside of a store and you can tell when the owner walks inside the store. You can tell when that owner walks inside the store because he walked in it with a different pace. He walked in it with a different air about himself because he owns the place. So he walks in as if he owns the place. And you can look at him, you can look at his walk, you can look at his demeanor, and you can tell by the way he's carrying himself that he either owns the place or he's high up in the chain of command. You know, and so that's how I want you as a man among men to walk in a place. You walk in a place like you own the place. Walk in the place like you high up on the chain of command. And so when you come into contact with a man among men, when you meet a brother who's a man among men, I'm telling you, man, when he walk in, you'll know it. You know it because he's going to walk in with the confidence of a man who owns something. He's going to walk in with the confidence of a godly man, a man who knows his purpose, a man who knows where he at, who knows what he's doing, knows where he's going. He's going to walk in like a man who stands on a firm foundation. That brother ain't slouching. This brother know who he is, and it's all about confidence, the confidence of being a man among men. The fourth thing that you'll find when you come into contact with a man among men is he speaks with confidence. Yeah, the brother is going to speak with confidence. He's going to talk with confidence. He's going to talk like he know what he's talking about. He's going to talk like he's sure of himself. He's going to speak with the confidence of a man who can get stuff done because he is that type of man, because he's a man among men. See, one of the things that he has come to learn over the course of time is that, he don't tell stories, he don't lie. He's truthful. He know what he can and can't do. See, the reason he can talk with confidence, because if there's a thing that he can't do, he would admit to you, I can't do it. See, if there's something that he's not good at, a man among men would tell you, I'm not good at that. Now, I can learn to do it, but I'm not very good at that. So I'm willing to say I ain't good at it. So tell me about it. So if a man among men, if he don't know how to do something, know how to accomplish something, he's willing to stand up to you and tell you, well, that thing there, I haven't studied yet. And so I'm not real sure about the ins and outs of it. So I can't say much about that. But I'm here to listen to you. You tell me about it. You understand where I'm coming from? And so that's why, and that's how a man among men can speak to you with confidence, because even if he don't know something, he's going to tell you confidently that I don't know. And so anytime you come in contact with a man among men, when you meet a brother who's a man among men, who's filling those shoes as a man among men, he's going to speak to you with confidence. Number 5, when you come into contact with a man among men, here's what you're going to notice. You're going to notice that brother dresses the part. Yes, sir. That brother is going to dress the part. He's going to carry himself. He's going to dress that part. You know when you meet a man among men, because a man among men, he dressed appropriately for the places that he's going. See, a real man among men, he's not going to wear a sweatsuit at the dinner with his wife. Nah, he ain't doing that. Now, he'll wear a sweatsuit when he goes to the gym, yes, but not a sweatsuit when they're going out with his wife, because he's going to dress the part. He always dresses the part, because he understands that, because a real man among men understands that the way you carry yourself says a lot about you. It says a lot about where you're going. It says a lot about where you're going, where you've been. It says a lot about what you're going to accomplish. It just says something about you when you dress the part, when you dress appropriately to go where you're going to go. Now, here's something I'm going to tell you now. And this might insult some brothers, and I'm cool with it if it insults you. As a man among men, you're going to have to up your style level a little bit, man. See, if you are 40 years old, if you 40, you 45, 50 years old, and you still wearing them football jerseys, come on, man. You don't play for the team. Dude, take that stuff off. Stop walking around here with doggone football jerseys on with another man's name on your back. Man, take that jersey off. You ain't never played no football. You played ball when you was in high school 1 year. Okay? Take them jerseys off. Now, unless you're going to the game. Now, if you're going to the game to support your team, it's all good. I can dig that. I can get with it. You're going to the game to support your team, put your jersey on. But man, you just walk around with a football jersey on. Dude, let the young brothers have that. Let them 20-somethings have the jerseys and the throwback jerseys. Let them do that. You're an OG now. You know what I'm saying? You're an OG now. You done paved the way. You done paid the price. Listen, man, come on. A lot of you brothers out there, you're at the top range of your field. You're making top income. A lot of y'all work for the city and you work for government jobs. And a lot of you done retired out of the military and retired off the police force, and you done retired from different places. Man, listen, you go spend some money on some clothes. Start dressing like an OJ. Stop dressing like one of them young boys. Ain't nothing wrong with jerseys for the young cats. The young guys, they wear their jerseys. Let them wear their jerseys. Let them do their things. But if you 40 years old, you 50 years old, come on. You taking your wife out to dinner. Man, you should not be taking your wife out to dinner with a football jersey on. Okay? Now, I know a lot of men say, you know what, man, who cares? I don't care what nobody think about me. Well, it ain't about what nobody thinks about you. It's about what you think about yourself. Come on, man. Let's step it up a little bit, okay? Let's step it up a little bit. Let's start dressing the part. If you're going out to the game, put your football jersey on. If you're going to the gym, put your sweatsuit on. All good. But if you're taking your wife out to dinner, if you got a business meeting, you meeting with one of your team members. Listen, man, don't throw the football jersey on. Don't wear the sweatpants. Come on, man, take that stuff off. So when you meet a man among men, when you come into contact with a man among men, what you're going to find is that brother, he's going to dress the part. So there you have it. Just a few things that I found that you're going to find when you come in contact with a man among men. So go down to the comment section. Let me know some of the things that you believe that a real man among men should do, should level up to. Tell me some of the things that you believe that when you come into contact with a real man among men, some of the things you think that, okay, here's what you're going to find. Here's what you're going to encounter. Put those things in the comment section and we'll talk about those in a future video. Hey, I want to thank you for tuning in with me, man. I really do appreciate you. Man, thank you for so much for just checking me out and, walking this way with me. Hey, I appreciate all of y'all. Man, I have gratitude. I just have gratitude and I'm so appreciative for everything that you guys doing by checking me out. So remember what we always say, my brother, you are a man among men, and there are very few like you. So go out and live that out, and I'll see you in the next video.